Alright, let's get this over with. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you.
All of you except for you. You, you're cool. You guys are on the fence.
Oh, what is up guys, Bobby7King here, back again with another video, and in this video we will be recapping episode 17 of Adventure Camp, which was an incredible episode. Definitely did live up to the hype that I was hearing about. Again, just overall, every single character is really shining, and I feel like this season is aiming up to be just my all-time favorite season ever. Even being better than most next generation seasons, which I do not take as a light take. So yeah, there's that. And we will be recapping and just sharing my thoughts in general about the episode. So yeah, let's just get started. We start the episode with Emily apologizing to Derek and Trevor instantly accepts it, giving Emily a big old hug. And to be honest, while I do enjoy the fact that now Trevor and Emily are friends and like blah blah blah, they apologize, it's like, I don't know, this conversation felt really short, and in my opinion, I felt like this is a conversation that needed to be longer because Emily nearly tried to kill this man, so it's like, I wouldn't be that forgiving if I was Trevor. To be honest, that's pretty much all the content they really get this episode, so, yeah, let's just move on. Moving on to camp life, we do see Amelie and Marissa make a fire while Anastasia and Hannah watch, and Hannah and Anastasia are obviously impressed by how quickly they're able to do this fire, but they later explain how in Rescue Island they pretty much had to. This is pretty much later followed by Amelie asking like, hey, what's happening in the game, and Anna explains how they're in a girls' alliance and pretty much they plan to stick to it. Anastasia asks Marissa like, hey, we can take photos together, and the two go off to pretty much go on a date together. Meanwhile, while Amelie and Hannah are alone, Amelie does say sorry to Hannah, pretty much apologizing for being pretty strong at first, and Hannah doesn't really care and just wants to play the middle, and Amelie is pretty disappointed by that just because Hannah just seems more cold. And Amelie recognizes that, so instead she tries to talk to Natalia to see where her head's at. And this scene is really funny as Amelie tries to talk in the Twitter lingo, but trust me honey, you ain't fooling nobody. And anyways, Natalia is able to call that out and asks Amelie to just be for real, and Amelie just says, hey, like, I see that you're stressed out about something, let me help you. And we figure out by this conversation that Logan has not talked to Natalia since the Richard vote out, which I think is kind of insane, low-key. Well, on paper, it's kind of insane to not talk to someone for days, but then again, one, Jade is kind of avoiding Spencer, and they haven't talked for days, I'm assuming, so there's that. And also, Natalia has flipped on Logan multiple times in the game, so I'm pretty sure Logan was just pretty much fed up here. And we get some more Zayd content, which I was pretty excited for. Again, I love Zayd as a character, but again, it's mostly just him making shark sushi, I'm assuming, which, cool. To be honest, this episode really showed me that Zayd is probably not going to win this game, and he's probably going to be a losing finalist because all he really talks about is Ivy, what Spencer said to him, and then, well, food. I don't know, dude. Zayd is kind of just there. Meanwhile, on the Anastasia and Marissa date, they go on a Ferris wheel ride, and honestly, it's a really cute moment as Marissa takes a photo of Anastasia while she's scared, and the two share a photo together and Marissa kisses her on the cheek. This is later followed by Marissa asking Anastasia what has been happening in the game and all of her details, and Anastasia spills the entire tea, and Marissa is very thankful for that. We move forward to today's challenge where it's the iconic lie detector challenge, which honestly is a challenge that I personally love. But I feel like it is kind of flawed to where I feel like if it was played in Season 2, then I feel like it's easily gamed for the majority, as you could just easily gang up on someone. And while Adventure Camp is a show that I feel like encourages fluid gameplay, I just feel like the chances of that happening could be at a high risk. And before anyone asks any questions, we do see Logan having PTSD from the previous swimming challenge where he almost died, which honestly makes sense, but Spencer's able to calm him down, and even though Mathley does have a pretty rocky episode here, I do like the fact that Logan and Spencer do try to help each other. Again, Logan gives Spencer advice about how to hold it, and Spencer helps him with his PTSD, which I honestly think is pretty cute. Again, I'm not a huge Mathlete shipper, as honestly I don't care if they get together, and to be honest, I'm kind of more of a Diego and Spencer shipper. But honestly, yeah, their cute moments here resonate with me. We also figure out by Natalia that the girls are finally targeting Spencer, but as we will later see from this challenge, that will not be the case. To be honest, I won't be recapping every single question, I'll only be recapping the juicy ones, or just ones I think are pretty interesting, so yeah, let's just get started. We start with the challenge with Logan losing 2 ropes, mainly just because 1, he lies, and then 2, because Zayd answers the question, so. We also get confirmation that Marissa isn't joining the military, and Anastasia is shocked, but Marissa just says, not now. And this also kickstarts what later happens at camp where Anastasia targets Natalia, asking her a question and makes her lose a rope. And to be honest, some of these questions are pretty obvious, and it's like, why are you lying at this point? Again, which Zaid not wanting to introduce Ivy to his mom. Again, he actually tells the truth here. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the part where Zaid admits that, oh, he's not jealous of Ivy for her money, which, again, it's like, dude, everyone knows that you're jealous of Ivy for her money. Again, I think they talked about it earlier. Again, Zaid comes from a family that was mostly poor, or at least a broken family, while Ivy has had everything she wanted in her life, outside of, I guess, like, self-fulfillment or whatever. But again, Ivy never had to worry about getting Chipotle with extra guac, so I don't really care. We also have people like Amelie and Jade lying about personality traits that they have. Again, everyone at camp knows who you are. It's like, stop hiding it. Also, Hannah losing the challenge just because she lied about, again, always wanting to listen to people's problems, when it's like, girl, you're 18. I would understand. I'm also 18 and I don't want to hear everyone's problems sometimes. It's like, I don't know, man. And we finally have Marissa asking Spencer a really juicy question about what he knew about the Richard elimination, as he's pretty much the catalyst of why Richard went home. And Spencer answers this question truthfully, to where Logan is very much upset with him. And outside of the fact that Spencer leaked Logan's information, I feel like Logan has really no reason to be truthfully mad at Spencer. Or at least it just comes off really hypocritical, because one, you literally flipped on Richard twice and also leaked his information about the votes, like a Ted vote, the Linda vote. Two, you literally voted for Anastasia twice despite saying how you can never vote for Anastasia. And the most important part is that literally during the Richard boot episode, you literally tell Spencer he needs to win immunity or else he goes home, and had Spencer not done what he did, then Spencer would have went home. So it's like, what do you want here? It's weird because he forgives Natalia for obviously like blindsiding him, but yet you're mad at Spencer for saving himself. I don't know, man. I feel like Logan's being kind of weird here. And after that question, Spencer does ask Anastasia if she has any feelings for anyone, and she lies. For really no reason. And then we have Logan asking Spencer if he's using him, to where Spencer starts losing his grip and he instantly falls. But in my opinion, if the answer is no, like, let's just assume the answer is yes, right? Wouldn't it just make sense for Spencer to just, like, scream no? I mean, then again, he's still wearing the helmet, so I guess it would have appeared red. But, like, I don't know, man. And also, it's really weird for Logan to be asking Spencer this question, because how do you get from that point? Like, if you figure out that, oh, Spencer leaked your information, it's like, how do you get from the fact that, oh, he's just using him for the game? It's, I don't know, man. It's weird. But Logan wins the challenge anyways. Meanwhile at camp, we finally have Natalia deciding to make a move against Anastasia and groups in everyone but Marissa and Zaid. And no one is really buying into this plan, and also everyone hates the fact that Spencer is included in it, and we get a really funny scene where Hannah calls him a snake, or I believe like Natalia calls him a snake, and Isabel just says like the Garden of Eden, which I audibly just laughed because that was just insanely random. Also, Isabel's just a really funny character that I haven't really gotten to highlight this episode, so there's that. And while I do understand Natalia's move of roping in Spencer, as obviously he's close to Logan, it's like you already have 6 votes. It doesn't really matter if you have Spencer or not, so again, I don't feel like you needed to have him in it, but again, I understand why. And Jade ends up pulling Natalia aside, saying how she's not going to vote for Anastasia and how they should stick the vote onto Spencer. And again, if you're Jade, yeah, this makes sense, and obviously Jade and Spencer's relationship is pretty much broken at this point. We also see Natalia trying to talk to Zaid, but this is pretty much how the conversation goes.
Look, you cannot tell anyone about this, especially Tori.
I won't.
Tori!
So yeah, Zaid pretty much snitches the plan, and Anastasia says, don't worry Zaid, you've done enough, and with Anastasia's plan, she's going to rope in Amelie and Hannah. And pretty much how Anastasia flips Hannah and Amelie onto her side is by telling Hannah about the Benji vote and how Natalia knew and was just going to use her PR management. And obviously this works because Hannah's a very emotional player, but from a logical sense, again, Hannah making this move is just flat out terrible. Again, you're keeping a pair of Anastasia and Marissa in the game, 2 very strong competitors, and they also have Zaid, a pretty decently strong competitor as well. And again, Natalia and Isabel, while they are a duo in the game, they're a lot weaker and less threatening. And 5 votes isn't enough, so she pretty much just tells Spencer, hey, you will vote for Natalia, and that's pretty much how the conversation goes. And to be honest, coming into Tribal, I already knew that Natalia was cooked, but I was pretty shocked by the fact that it was a 2-2-6 vote, with obviously 2 votes going to Spencer from Jade and Isabel, which, to be honest, again, I don't understand how they voted for Spencer here. Again, while I understand that Jade is just very much upset with Spencer and done with him in the game, it's like, again, try to convince Natalia and Logan to vote for Spencer as well, because again, I don't know, having just 2 votes isn't enough. All I'm saying is that they could have made the vote a 4-6 vote. But yeah, Natalia leaves the game in a pretty dramatic exit, telling everyone to pretty much just fuck off, and while she does have a heartfelt goodbye to Isabel and Logan, that's pretty much it. I will talk about Natalia after the episode wraps up, but we do have some confessionals between Isabel and Logan. Isabel is obviously blindsided by the vote, but it's like you have a totem, and also you definitely should have known that Natalia was going to get votes, so it's like, I don't know, I don't really feel that bad for Isabel. And while she is still my winner pick at this point, again, these past few episodes have been very rocky for her. And while Logan was my preseason winner pick, as a character, again, Logan is pretty much dropping for me. Again, he has the emotional intelligence of Jake, but the constant, like, Connor confessionals that we've been getting from him have made me just really sick about Logan. Again, he's just really annoying and kind of whiny, and I'm just done with him. But yeah, we do lose Natalia, which sucks. Again, I like Natalia as a character. I think she was a very funny character, a very fun character to watch as well. A very enjoyable character, and I have nothing really negative to say. As a player, though, I think Natalia kind of played the game all wrong, constantly flip-flopping to her. No one really trusted her in the game, so yeah, she's just fine. And that is the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and that's all I really have to say about this episode. Again, I personally really loved it. Probably my favorite merch episode so far, and I'm excited to see where this season goes because I think it's truly going to be peak. And that is all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and peace out.